Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we raided Team Galactic's building here in Turner City, faced off with another one of their commanders, Commander Jupiter, and forced them out of the city. But apparently, Team Galactic have something planned for the legendary Pokemon of this region. We might find out later on, but first let's see what everybody's up to and then visit Eterna Forest. I got my Pokemon back! I'm so happy I feel like riding my bike down Cycling Road together with it. Ah, so this Beneria was his. Take good care of it. Pokemon are with you. Oh, you're Bleasel. Seems to like you. Must be happy being with you. Anyway. I forget if that woman is one of the ribbon givers. I'm gonna have to double check on her. But anyway, we want to head out here. Do not go to the bike shop immediately, because you won't be able to use anything with cut out here otherwise for quite a while. So if we come around back here and cut down this tree and get to this part where there's a girl there. I think she gives you an item, but you can also find some berries here. And there's a honey tree. This also acts as like a quick little shortcut if you want to go around Eterna Forest to get to the other side of 205. Without needing to go through Eterna Forest. But yeah, make sure you come here before going to the bike shop. And once we're done in Eterna Forest, I think we'll have enough time to go to the bike shop and check out Cycling Road. Depending on how things go here. So if we cut down this tree, we can access an area that we couldn't previously before. Now, this area is completely optional. You don't ever need to come here for the story. Yes, there's an item hiding there. You're likely gonna miss it if you have your Poketch on. So let's come in here. The old Chateau. It appears as if it's glaring. Looks abandoned. Sweet dining room, but there's something that happens randomly if you come into this room. So let's see if I can get it to trigger. I think it happens more often if you come here at night. But I know that if you come in here, there's a random chance of something happening. And it does not want to cooperate. Come on. It shouldn't take me this many tries. Do I have the cut until it appears? Is it not going to show up? Come on. Really, you're gonna waste my time? Well, we'll have a quick look around and then I'll try to see if I can trigger the event. But if you come here in the old Chateau, you can find Ghastlies. And I forget if you can find Haunters here as well. Yeah, if you want a ghost Pokemon, you could technically have Mischievous by now if you're playing Pearl, as Mischievous appears in the forest outside. But if you're playing Brilliant Diamond, this is, I think, the earliest you can get a Ghost-type Pokemon on if you want a Ghost-type on your team. This is the one downside with Ghastly, is that if you want to fully evolve it, you have to trade it when it's a Haunter to get Gengar. Otherwise, it's just forever going to be a Haunter. Ooh, want to learn double kick. Yes. Let's get rid of the quick attack for double kick. Now she can actually fight things like rock-type Pokemon. She won't be able to fight the ghosts yet, but she can fight Pokemon like rock types. This Pokemon's body is 95% made up of gases. This Pokemon can be blown away by the strong gusts of wind. Ghastly. Oh, does anybody remember that that episode where there was I remember there was like a ghost girl and there was like Ghastly. It was definitely the episode where I think where the Ghastly had like a Blastoise and Venusaur combined into one. It's definitely an interesting episode. And ooh, you can find an antidote in this bin. I believe it's based on like an actual like Japanese like folktale or like festival. That episode was based on. So can I get it to appear? By the way, the music here is really unsettling. If you're in here for like a long period of time listening to this. At least creepy themes in the Pokemon universe like Lavender Town was at least catchy. This is downright creepy. Okay, I think I might cut until I get the event to trigger, because it is completely random when you enter the room if it happens. So I'm gonna try a little bit off screen and see if I can get it to happen. Oh, there it is, just as I was about to cut. When you come in here, there's an old man that can be here. He wanders off to the side, but he's nowhere to be seen. And you may have noticed as he was wandering off, his feet was not moving. He was sliding. I don't think that was a normal guy we just saw. After all, this place is full of ghosts. So was that a spirit we just saw? It's chock full of Pokemon books and photos collections. Books and photos collections. I don't think there's anything in this room. Do I have the item finder yet? No, I don't. But I don't think there's anything in this room. We do need to come back to the old chateau later for something, so I'll definitely check to see if there's anything in that room later. But I could have sworn there was something here. I could have sworn this is also the place where you can find the spooky plate. And I can't remember if that's a hidden item or an item you find on the floor. Anyway, we gotta fight more ghosts. We're not afraid of ghosts. Alright, let's start checking the rooms here. In here, we get TM29 Substitute. Let's go into this room. Now, I'm just going to quickly go into this room, backing out, because there's an event that can also trigger because of this room. And it's random if it happens. So yeah, this one I might actually cut until it happens. Oh. Just when I say I'm going to cut, it happens. Yeah, so there's a little girl that comes from that room. And you may have noticed she was also sliding as she went out the door. If you go outside, there's no little girl here. So I think we just saw another ghost. And I wasn't expecting her to appear again. Anyway, we got a bed here. We also got this painting that looked honestly more creepy in the DS version of the game. And Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Here it looks like an actual normal painting. Its eyes glow if you're far away from it, but if you go too close, the eyes close. But if you listen closely, listen very closely when I walk away from it. The painting makes noises when you walk away from it. Now, I don't know if this room is as special as it was in the DS games, as I know that in the DS games, for Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, if you had a GBA, if you had like the first model DS that could play GBA games, or the first iteration of the DS Lite, you could put in a GBA game into the GBS slot, and in here you would actually find Gengars. Which is shocking. So you can get a low-level Gengar in there. I don't think you can find Gengars in there in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I've never actually looked into it. But if you can, then hey, you can get some low-level Gengars. Which is honestly a pretty sweet Pokemon. I'm gonna have to look up to see if you can find Gengar in that room. Anyway, in here we just have a TV. This TV has an oddly benevolent feel. Or not benevolent. Benevolent is like niceness. Niceness. I can never say like the opposite version of benevolence. I think it's like malevolent is how you say it. As if it was staring. There's nothing we can do with this TV right now. If you were playing Pokemon Platinum and you came here at night, you could actually interact with this TV and do something with it. But because this is based on Diamond and Pearl, we can't do anything with this TV right now. So we're not gonna see what's up with that TV for a long while. Oh, pfft. I said earlier if you could find this. First off, it's called the Dread Plate, not the Spooky Plate. And I thought it was a hidden item. There is text engraved in the back of the plate. When the universe was created, its shards became this plate. So yeah, when you find the plates, you get little lines of dialogue from the plates. You do not get those lines from dialogue from the underground, as you can find more plates in the underground, oddly enough. But yeah, if you want to read what the plates actually say, you have to find them in the world itself. Anyway, in this room we find an old Chateau. So I think it's supposed to be like a candy or something. Basically, it sort of acts like a full heal, where it will heal any status condition. Is this there's only one of them to be found, so use it sparingly. So use it wisely. Anyway, that was our quick visit of the old chateau. So now let's go to the bike shop and see what the bike manager wanted. First, I'm just going to heal up. So let's get all nice and healed. Let's see what the bike manager wanted. What was Team Galactic trying to do with other people's Pokemon? Thanks for rescuing me. I can't thank you enough. Say, let me give you a bike to show my gratitude. Please come with me for a moment. I do like you to choose a color for your bike. Which one will it be? So you could choose from a blue bike, a red bike, a yellow bike, or a green bike. This, I believe, is a reference to the Gen 1 games, as you have blue, red, yellow, and green. I'll go with my favorite color, blue. Do you want the blue bike, You also get to see what the bike will look like before you actually accept it. So yeah, let's take the blue bike. Marvelous! You've chosen a dignified blue. It almost seems like you can see the bubbles. Also Squirtle reflected in it. It's perfect for you. Also, make sure you choose your color wisely, as I believe whatever color you choose is permanent. I don't think you can change color of your bikes. It's the latest model, so I'll read the operating manual to you. Press the B button to shift gears, it says. In third gear, the bike cannot reach full speed, but it's easier to handle. In fourth gear, it can ride at full speed and climb up slopes. Your bike can get you through all sorts of towns, roads, and routes. Now get out there and ride. Bike riding. Ride your bike from your bag's key item pocket. Press B to speed up or improve control. So let's register the bike so that way we can quickly access it whenever we want. Now, the reason I say you wanted to check out Eternal Forest before speaking to the bike guy, because if you try to leave... Oh wow, you got a bike! You can ride down Cycling Road and end up in Heart Home City. It's fast and right fun. You should check it out. So yeah, because this kid wants us to go down Cycling Road so badly, we cannot leave Eternal City through this way once we have the bike. I believe he will only let you pass once you've reached Heart Home City. So if you want to check out the old Chateau and also the side of Eternal Forest, with Cut, you have to do it before getting the bike. Otherwise, you will have to go to Eternal Forest and wait until... Go to Eternal Forest. Go to Heart Home City, and then come back. Donnie, long time no see. Oh, you look puzzled. You're wondering who I am. I am Professor Rowan's assistant and Dawn's father. I've come a long way on the behalf of the professor to help you on your adventure. Donnie, let me ask you, how many Pokemon have you met? Oh my, you've met 46 Pokemon. Wonderful, yes, bravo. Professor Rowan should be delighted. Here is something for you. We get a rare candy. Giving a rare candy to a Pokemon will instantly increase that Pokemon's level by 1. You can raise your weak Pokemon, or you could train your strong Pokemon. Use them however you like. Also, Pokemon can get in a trade may disobey you if it's too high level. Don't worry though, it will obey you if you have enough gym badges. Learn how to shift gears and you'll be able to ride anywhere. Let's go down Cycling Road. Yo, having good time cycling? So yeah, there are trainers on Cycling Road. Challenged by cyclist Axel. Oh, this is actually a really nice backdrop. I've never battled on Cycling Road at night. It's actually really sweet. Okay, if the Pokemon are around these levels, then I think I might have Lola take part in most of the battles here. Hey, not bad, you. Yeah, one thing to note while you're on Cycling Road is on a downward slope, so you will always be constantly going in a downward direction. If you're not, like, pushing up on the control stick. I worked up a good sweat riding, I feel great, let's battle. by Margin. She's bringing out a Shinx. An adorable Shinx in the nighttime sky. Also, I think this is the only time because you're forced on the bike in Cycling Road, this is the only time we get to see our trainer wearing the cycling gear in battle. I believe if you get encountered in a battle any other time while on the bike, you'll just change back into your regular clothing. Anyway, we defeated the Shinx. Whew! You worked us over! Let's see, what am I doing? How am I doing on potions? Yeah, I can spare a heal for Lola. That way I don't have to rush to the Pokemon Center. Hey, watch where you're going! Or did you want to challenge me? James. I will say he does have the hair color. Well, the hair color's not an exact match, but it's a similar color to James's hair. He just needs the Team Rocket outfit. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, is that a reference to, like, one of the episodes in the anime? Because wasn't one of the episodes in the anime based on Cycling Road? Chateau Cycling Road? And wasn't James a part of, like, a biker gang at some point? Like, I will say this. Team Rocket's history, especially Jesse and James, because Meowth's history makes sense. Like, his backstory is set in stone, but Jesse and James's backstory are really weird. Because they always go on like, oh, I did this when I was young. You know, I was a biker gang. I studied medicine. It's like they've done almost everything under the sun. And it's ridiculous. My efforts were meaningless. Alright, I will go back to the Pokemon Center to heal up Lola. But yeah, it's like, Jesse and James's backstories are not consistent. They're always changing. I think the only thing that's consistent about their backstories is that I know the anime covers James's backstory. Alright, because I know James was like a rich kid, which they actually do explain. Which they actually do dive into that backstory every now and then when it involves certain Pokemon that James really liked, like Chimecho and Carnivine. That, like, James was a rich kid and, like, that's how he saw some of these Pokemon. And he really wanted them. Like, he has, I think, like, grandparents that live literally in a castle. And they look after Pokemon. He used to go there for, like, his summer vacations. But he eventually ran away from home because his parents were, like, demanding and controlling, and they wanted to marry him off to a woman that ironically named Jezebella, which wanted absolute control over James. And your Pokemon, I don't want to lose to you. So yeah, I had absolute control over James, if I remember correctly, which is what caused James to run away from home and eventually join Team Rocket. Like, that backstory is actually really nice, and the first time we see it, I believe, is when you actually see James's parents, because I think in that episode, when they actually touch on that aspect of James, if I remember correctly, I think they pretended to be dead just to try and bring him home. But yeah, and then you see, like, one of James's Pokemon that he had is a Growlithe, which, if I remember, I think its name was, like, Growly. And he left that Growlithe behind when he was a kid. And when he left again, and then when he actually finally escaped his parents and left again, he wanted Growly to stay behind and look after his parents, which is kind of sweet and touching. Shows that James does care for his parents, despite what they've done to him. And what they want to do with him. But Jessie's backstory is doesn't have a consistent backstory because they don't want to touch on her backstory. Because I believe in the manga, and this is because I believe in like a manga. I think it was like in a manga or something like that. I know this is official for Jessie. This isn't like something that's made up. This is official. If I remember correctly, for Jessie's backstory, it's like she eventually got involved with Team Rocket because her mother was in Team Rocket. I forget the name of her mother. But she was... Wow, I'm gonna have to go and heal Lola again. Jesus. But her mother was a part of Team Rocket. I think I'll just use the potions. Her mother was a part of Team Rocket. And she was like a skilled Team Rocket member. I don't know if she was anything higher than a grunt, but she was really skilled in Team Rocket. And then she... Oh geez, I seem to have fallen off my bike. And then her mother ended up dying? Because she went on a mission to go capture Mew, and when she encountered Mew, she ended up dying. I think it was like in a rock slide? And naturally, that's why they've never touched... That's why the anime never touched on that aspect of Jessie's backstory. Especially this is back during the time where it's like, we cannot have death be involved whatsoever. Let's see if you know how to ride it properly. I believe in like... I think it was like fairly recently. I think starting with I Choose You, the movie I Choose You. Is when they started being less strict on the concept of death. Because if I remember correctly, you end up seeing a Luxray dying in that movie. And then I forget if anything died in Secrets of the Jungle. I know that in the Sarora movie, you literally see a Snubble die in an explosion. Which is a part of like this old lady's backstory on like why she hates Pokemon. Because she doesn't want to form an attachment to Pokemon. Because she lost her Snubble in an accident. And then, if I remember correctly, I think in the Sun and Moon anime, I think you see like a Stoutland dying. It's like I think it was like around like Sun and Moon era is when it's like the anime is like, okay, let's be less strict on the concept of death and like have Pokemon die in the anime. Oh my god, Lola's not gonna survive this, so let's switch her out. But yeah, strangely in the anime, that's when they started, around Gen 7, is when they're like, yeah, let's start being less strict on death and actually have death involved in the anime. And movies. So if I remember correctly, it's like, the games sort of touch on death, but that's like, you only see like cemeteries and whatnot, you don't see like actual Pokemon dying. And the anime and the movies have come close. Until Gen 7 happened, where you see Pokemon that were near death, but not actually die. I crashed. And the games, like I mentioned, you know, sort of touch on death, but it's more so you see the cemeteries. Let's use a super potion, because I think we're about to buy them soon. Also, there is a little something down there that we'll check out in the next episode. This bike can only take you as far as the energy will allow. But yeah, I think up until Gen 7, I think it was only like the Pokemon Adventure manga that touched on death. Because like you see things like an Arbok literally being sliced in half. Although I think they sort of retconned it by having Koga's Arbok say like, oh, it healed, even though its body was literally cut in half. You see like other Pokemon, like I think like you see like Magmars being shattered when they were frozen. And like you see like other Pokemon die in the manga, and I think that's like the only time you actually see Pokemon die in the manga. Like actually die until like Gen 7 happened. Who's learning Swift? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's Pachirisu? Then never mind. Wants to learn Roar. Is this the move that powers up attack, or is this the move that causes a switch? Okay, scares the target off. I have very little reason to use this, so I'm not going to teach it. Gasp! We have like, one or two more trainers left before we get to the end of Cycling Road. So I might as well push forward until we get to the gate. Some people compete over speed, some compete over technique. Which kind are you? Rachel. She's bringing out a beautiful Shinx. And it has Intimidate. Pound. Pound that Shinx into dust. I actually do like it in the anime. You see like Baneri like using its ears to like punch. It's actually pretty adorable. Just reminds me, didn't Dawn only end up getting Baneri because it ended up falling in love with Ash's Pikachu? Which, as far as I'm aware of, I don't think she's ever evolved her Baneri. I absolutely adore the outfit that Baneri wears. Airs in the anime. Oh great, another Intimidate. So my Lola is gonna not be very effective. Yeah, I think it's gonna take like maybe 3 pounds to take down the Shinx. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, that bite hit pretty hard. This pound should finish you off. You are a speedy technician. Let's heal up Lola a little bit and get into what I believe is the last trainer of Cycling Road. Yeah, because I can just see the edge of the gate. I love my bike, but I'm not very good at fixing flat tires. Canada! And she's got a Pikachu! Doo-doo-doo. So let's pound that Pikachu. One more pound should finish off the chew. And of course, Lola gets staticked. Totally wiped out. I admire people who understand gadgets. I'm clueless about how my Poketch works. Anyway, we reached the end of Cycling Road. I think we'll end the episode off here, because we're a little over time. So if you enjoyed this episode, do like the episode, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below about your thoughts on this episode. And also, share the videos, that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you next time. Later.